Hi, welcome back. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I have a project share for you. This is for a swap that I did on a Facebook group called Happy Mail Swapping and More. And this is for a file folder flip book, and it was supposed to be, well, I don't think we had a theme, but I chose to do a spring sort of theme, Easter Bunny, and I used a paper pack from Pebbles that it's actually a little girl, baby girl pack of paper, but it just had such really cute papers that you could use for anything. So these are a couple of the papers here that were in the pack, but they were, all of the colors were pink and brown, pinks and browns and white. So I used a file folder that I picked up at Office Depot, was a pack, and they're the craft paper, the brown craft paper file folders. And I will put the link to the file folder flipbook tutorial down below. And if you would like to see me do a file folder flipbook tutorial, just give me a comment and I can do that as well. But anyway, I will go ahead and start opening this book up. So here's the front, and I used a stamp that I had purchased at Michael's. It was an Easter stamp and this cute little bunny here. So I stamped the image and then with a brown ink, and then I used my Jelly Roll glitter pen to go over the top of it. I don't know if you could see that or not, but then I layered on top of brown, the brown dot here, and then on top of let me open up here. See, here's some pink, white little hearts. I layered it on top of that, and then I made a rosette with this sort of plaidish paper here, and then I glued that on top of this floral pink paper here, and I cut just a little strip of the brown polka dot. If I open the front here, you first see this page here, and I used some of the white heart and pink paper, and I layered it with this large stripe and the plaid, and I tied it up with some brown gingham ribbon. And then over here, these were tags that I got at the Target dollar spot. And then I used one of my dies, which I picked up at Michael's, and I will put the link down below. But this die it came with the die for a canning jar, and then it had this insert that you could put on the inside of the canning jar. And I will show you here in a bit. I made a shaker from that die, but this was the inside part. And then it also had a matching stamp to go along the border. So I just stamped on the inside another one of the little bunny acrylic stamps. And then I tied some pink seam binding up here. And then up here I used another piece of the paper from the collections, just this pink and brown stripe. And then I layered with a band of the larger stripe. And then I made a rosette with a pink plaid cupcake liner that I purchased at the Daiso store. And then I have these little tiny sparkly bunny confetti that I got at Joann's. And so I just put that on top of the circle that I punched out of this heart paper. And then inside here is a pocket. And so I made a little book that my swap partner, she can put pictures in here on the back, on the inside, but I put a doily that I got at Michael's here. And then I made another tag just from a piece of the file folder. Layered some paper, and then I went back with my Jelly Roll glitter pen, went around. This was a sticker from the collection. So there's a little pocket. This was from the collection, this paper, and then I had some brown lace seam binding. And then this is some trim that I picked up at the Target dollar spot. Then I used a circle cutter and cut out a circle of the heart paper. And then this is a sticker from this whole paper collection, as well as the heart there. And I just stickled it up a little bit, or I used the jelly roll glitter pin on that. So that's the little book. And then this bottom part flips open. And on here, I stamped a magnolia tilde image. And this is the one with the little bunny in the Easter basket. And I just used my Crayola twistable colored pencils to color her up. And then this stickers from the paper collection. And then the Spring Has Sprung is a rub-on that I got at the Target dollar spot. And then over here on the side, this is the shaker I was telling you about. And this was made with a die and acrylic stamp collection that I got at Michael's. And I will put the link down below. But I just used some of my Easter eggs and sequins here to make the shaker, and a couple pieces of the paper. I used some pink fun foam on the in-between, and then I tied it up with some little tiny Chinese braid trim that I had. And so I just stuck that in behind the ribbon so that she could take it out and she could use it on something else. All right, so then if we flip this over to the next page, here's another page where I decorated a little on this side and I left space here for her so she could put pictures in there. But I used the large stripe, added half of a doily here, and then this was a heart embossed die cut that I received from a swap, so I just inked it up a little bit with my brown ink. And then I rubbed on a bunny rabbit, and that was from the Target dollar spot. It was a whole package of, or a whole page of these gold spring rub-ons. They're super cute. So I just punched out a circle and then did the little bunny rub-on there. So at the top here, I layered the brown dot paper and the floral pink paper, and then I made a paper clip up here with the cupcake liner from the Daiso store, and then I just glued one of these white Funfetti sparkly Buddy Rabbits onto a punched out circle of the heart paper. And then I took two of these vellum tags that are from the Target dollar spot, and I rubbed on this bunny and this little saying that says "Home Sweet Home." And then over here says "Live, Laugh, Love." And so I just tucked the corners into there so that she could take them out, and then there would be space here for her to put pictures. All right, so then if we flip this over and open it up like that, there's a pocket here. And I just layered the big striped paper with the doily, and I made a pocket with this little tulip pink paper, and then I glued on some of my gingham ribbon. And then I made a little package of bows, not doughs, bows out of all the different papers. And I used some bow dies that I had purchased on Wish, on the Wish app. And then this was a bunny rabbit that I believe it was from K & Company that I had in my stash. And I just made a topper with some of the paper and some Target dollar spot ribbon tape. And then I packaged up a little package of the little bunnies and the some pink flower betties. So those stick in there. And then over here is another pocket, and I just lined it. Let's see, the back, I'll pull these tags out here. I just lined it with this pink floral paper and made the pocket out of the plaid, and then I put a strip of the bigger stripe and then some more of the trim that I picked up at the Target dollar spot. I made a paper clip. This was a bunny 2-pack hair pieces that were from the Target dollar spot. So I just took the hair clip off the back and put a paper clip on it. And then I made 2 tags here, and it's just paper. This was just cut from one of the file folders. And then I put some more of the paper from the collection, and then put a strip of, sorry about that, put a strip of this ribbon tape, and then punched out 2, or they're die cuts actually, Sizzix dies of these flowers. This one's 2 layers, and this is just 1. But then I put these brads on them in the middle of them, and these were from the paper collection. And then I did the rub-ons down below here that were from the Target dollar spot, and did the same here. And this was a die cut from that mason jar kit that I had. And then the third tag was another tag from the Target dollar spot, along with the bunny rub-ons here, and it says "Enjoy the little things," and I tied it with some seam binding. So that's in there, and that is it, guys. And then here's the back. I just lined it with this pink tulip paper, put a band of the thicker stripe, and then I put some of the flower rub-on down below here. And then this was a wood bunny that came from the Target dollar spot. I glued on some googly eyes, some pom-poms, and then I made a bow from my bow dies, and just glued that all on there and adhered it to the back. I hope you enjoyed my file folder flipbook, and that this gives you some inspiration for a future pen pal project. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Thank you for stopping by my channel, and thank you for subscribing. If you're a new subscriber, I will see you again in my next video. God bless. Bye.